Why are so many Porsche models and why do all they sound like printer error codes, and what the heck all those random letters and numbers actually mean? I mean, between 911, the 718, the Taycan Turbo, which isn't even turbocharged by the way, and letters like GTS 4S and GT4 RS, it's like Porsche hired NASA to name their cars. From the iconic 911 to the spaceship sounding Taycan, the lineup looks simple until you realize each badge is basically a secret code. But don't worry, whether you're a die-hard car nerd or just Porsche curious and confused, you're breaking it all down like it's Porsche for dummies. So buckle up, because we are decoding every Porsche model from 2021 with less German complexity and more clarity. So let's dive in. Porsche pronunciation and naming basics. Before we dive into the cars, let's settle one of the biggest controversies in human history. It's Porsche, not Porsche. Yes, it has two syllables, like your wallet crying slowly when you buy one. Now, about Porsche naming system is not like Mercedes tossing out AMG like confetti. By the way, Mercedes, not Mercedes. Or BMW, by the way, Bayerische Motorwerk, slapping numbers on everything like it's the mud test. Porsche keeps it simple, just 6 main models, but then they sprinkle in letters and numbers like S, 4, GTS, RS, Turbo, which all secretly mean something. For example, S means spicier, 4 means all 4 wheels are doing something, Turbo means hold up onto your organs. Once you crack the code, you're finally understanding what kind of Porsche you're looking at and whether it's designed to go fast, really fast, or make your neighbor deeply jealous. The Porsche 718. The number 718 refers to the legendary Porsche 718 RSK, a race car produced between 1957 and 1962. It was a mid-engine roadster with 4-cylinder boxer engine, which achieved notable victories, including a class win at the Le Mans in 1958 and wins at the Targa Florino in 1959 and 1960. In 2016, when Porsche introduced turbocharged 4-cylinder engines, replacing the naturally aspirated 6-cylinder, it was the perfect moment to bring back the 718 name, a symbol of the 4-cylinder boxer legacy carried straight from the racetrack into the modern era. The 718 is Porsche's smallest and most affordable sports car. It comes as the Cayman, a hardtop coupe, or the Boxer, a convertible. Basically, it's perfect for those wanting Porsche sportiness in a smaller package. The iconic Porsche 911, originally called 901 because Porsche thought aligning with Volkswagen's spare parts numbering system was the secret sauce to building an iconic sports car. Nothing screams legendary engineering like borrowing your cousin's filling method. Enter Peugeot, the unexpected gatekeeper of all things numerical. Turns out they own the rights to any car name with 3 digits and a 0 in the middle, yep. Even if no one asked for 5040607. So Peugeot politely told Porsche to back off or else. This, of course, happened right when Porsche had already printed every badge, brochure, and probably branded coffee mug with 901. So what was the solution? Pure genius meets panic mode. Rather than toss everything and start from scratch, Porsche swapped the 0401, making it 911, and voila, problem solved. What started as a legal walkaround to avoid wasting a batch of emblems became the most iconic name in sports car history, all thanks to the trademark trauma and a healthy dose of German efficiency. The luxurious Porsche Panamera sedan. If you love Porsche but also have kids, a golf bag, and unresolved back pain, the Panamera is your savior in sedan form. It's Porsche's idea of a family car, the one that can still do 0 to 100 km per hour 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds while hauling your groceries and existential dread. Seats 5 adults comfortably as long as no one's taller than 6.3, and there's plenty of room for luggage or whatever rich people cargo matter carrying. The Panamera lineup proudly wears nearly every Porsche badge: S, 4, GTS, Turbo, E-Hybrid, basically everything except the mysterious Touring T, which is probably all finding itself in the Alps. Bottom line, if you want that signature Porsche look and horsepower, but also need something to justify your purchase to your spouse and insurance agent, the Panamera's your luxury loophole. Porsche Taycan. Meet the Taycan, Porsche's first fully electric car, and proof that you can save the planet very quick. It's a sleek, sporty sedan that looks like it was designed by someone who binge-watched sci-fi movies and said yes, but make it German. It's got dual electric motors and all-wheel drive and comes in versions like S and get this, turbo, even though there's no turbocharger everywhere. Apparently Porsche just couldn't let it go of the word. It now means vibes or hold tight. With a 93 kilowatt-hour battery and up to 761 horses, the Taycan launches from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, which is just enough time to question all your life's choices. And with a range up to 484 kilometers, is basically saying yes, I'm electric and yes, I will still smoke most things on the road. Electric has never looked or accelerated this ridiculously good. Porsche Macan and Cayenne SUVs. Yes, Porsche makes SUVs because even sports car lovers have dogs, kids, and Costco or Lidl runs. Enter the Macan and Cayenne, Porsche's way of saying, we'll give you space, but you're still going to enjoy every red light like it's a race. The Macan is the smaller one, perfect for pretending you don't drive an SUV, while the Cayenne is the full-sized beast with room for 5 and enough horses to launch your family into the next week. Both come with all-wheel drive and trim levels like S, GTS and Turbo, because clearly your mid-size SUV needs track credentials. The Cayenne even has a twin-turbo V8 and an e-hybrid version for when you want to save the planet slightly before doing 0 to 100 in under 5 seconds. And if you want to look sportier, there's Cayenne Coupe, basically the same thing, but with less cargo space and more attitude. So in short, these are SUVs for people who still want corner like 911, but also need the room for juicy boxes and yoga mats. What the letters and numbers mean. Porsche uses a secret code of letters and numbers to brag about what their cars can do. Here's the cheat sheet. 4 means all 4-wheel drive, because sometimes you want all 4 tires to earn their paycheck. S means more power, or Porsche calls it let's wake up the neighbors. GTS means sportier because the car putting a leather jacket and sunglasses. Turbo means the fastest of the bunch because speed is Porsche's middle name. GT, like in GT3, means race car for the street, aka the one that makes you feel like a Formula 1 driver on your commute. And e-hybrid means I want to save the planet, but I also want to smell like gasoline sometimes. Now that you're armed with the keys to the Porsche's naming matrix, congrats! You're officially one step closer to impressing your friends at parties, or at least sounding super knowledgeable in the comments. Whether you're all about the legendary 911, the electric spaceship Taycan, or the I need more room but still want to flex Cayenne, Porsche has a ride for every kind of driver. If you find this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, please like, share and subscribe for more simple car breakdowns. And hey, drop your favorite Porsche model in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep loving those cars and maybe keep your foot off the gas pedal sometimes.